up in the mountains, my friends, where you can still watch an eagle soar on the wind. And I walk those hills with a smile on my face, and I can't get back to God's saving grace in the mountains.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Our Hill to Die On podcast. I am your host, Chase Dowling, and this is for the week from Wednesday, April 16th to Tuesday, April 22nd. So let's get right into it. This week, there was no meetings that I could come up with. And if there is a meeting and you didn't tell me about it, that is your bad. Not mine. I've asked plenty of times. Email me at ourhill2dion@gmail.com if you want me to get out some information. That goes for you, Jeanette Milady. ourhill2dion@gmail. And she got it figured out. Got me all kinds of great information on the Little League. Thank you, Jeanette. So getting right into it, speaking of the Little League. This week's schedule, we're going to start out with Wednesday, April 16th. We have the AA Tigers taking on the Yankees at 6 p.m. at the Little Field. They have a great snack shack. Get out there, support the local teams. I don't know how many AA teams we got this year, but this is one of them. Anyway, get out there, snack shack. They'll have a burger going. They'll have hot dogs going. They'll have nachos going. They'll have sodas and all that good stuff. 6 p.m. if you want to catch a ball game. Wednesday, the 16th. Right on. All right, then after that, the next thing we have for Little League, we got a T-ball game. So nothing this weekend, it looks like. Just Easter and all that stuff, right? Nobody's really doing much. But Monday, 4/21, that's right, April 21st, we have a T-ball game. Little Rascals versus the Tiny T-ballers at 5 p.m. at the Little League field. Again, get out there. And also on Monday, 4/21, the juniors, that is the Wildcats, will be taking on the Jumbo Shrimp at 5 p.m. at the softball field. So you got everything from the littles all the way up to the bigs, right? Playing up there on Monday. Going to be good. Then on Tuesday, that would be the 22nd, the majors, they're called the Bad Hops, are taking on the Pirates. I think the Pirates are from Auburn. And that'll be at 5:30 at the Little League field. Remember, great snack shack. Forest Hill's got one of the best snack shacks. Years ago when my wife and I, well, my wife was putting it on, but we're up there all the time. And they did the Tournament of Champions up there one year. And they said it was one of the best snack shacks they ever had. I mean, they had all kinds of stuff there. They said the best burgers, all that stuff. And they've kept that tradition going. Our snack shack is probably one of the best Little League snack shacks there is in Placer County, if not in El Dorado and Nevada County as well. It's great. Get up there, get it done. All right, moving right along. High school this week. We got the boys varsity team. I think is the only high school team that's playing this week. Boys varsity baseball. They have a game Wednesday. That's right, Wednesday. That would be today because this podcast comes out on a Wednesday. 4/16. The Wildfires will be taking on the Buckingham Charter. I don't know what their mascot is. I don't care because the Wildfires are going to smoke them at 4:30 at the high school baseball field. That's right. So get out there, support your Wildfires. They got a good snack shack too. Mama Tina's usually running it. She's usually running that snack shack. So get up there, get some snacks, catch a good high school boys baseball team. They do great baseball. Great baseball. Got a good team. All right. Moving right along here. Another cow update. Cows. Hey, cow. Moo cow. They've been spotted again. Right there at Little Oak Flat. So if you're going up Mosquito Ridge Road, keep your eyes out. They're going to probably start moving up since the weather's getting warmer. They're going to start moving up the ridge. So keep an eye out from them from Little Oak Flat all the way up to Greek Store. They're in that area, okay? Or maybe even Big Trees Turnoff there. So Keep an eye out. They're wily. Story goes this last week, some tourists got out. We're going to take pictures with these wild cows. One of them barely made it back to the truck, was hooked all the way back to the truck. Good thing they're muleys. For those of you non-cow savvy folk, that's no horns. But they're mean. They'll jump in the truck with you. Keep your eyes out. Let me know. Cows. All right, getting on to our community events. This Saturday, 4/19. It is Easter weekend. Kids are on spring break. They're causing havoc. They're running around like a bunch of banshees. Kind of missed that being a kid, being able to take spring break off. That was nice, wasn't it? Being able to sleep in. Oh, God, don't have to wake up early, go to school, don't have to do any schoolwork. Keep them occupied, folks. Keep them off the tablets. It's nice weather. Kick them outside. Let them fight for their own food with the raccoons or something, you know. Anyway, community events. This Saturday, the Forest Hill Fire Protection District just bought 2 new engines. They got a new Type 6 and a new Type 3. They're going to have a push-in ceremony. That's where the community gets together and pushes these new engines back into the fire department there, back into the engine bays. Celebration starts at 9 o'clock with a pancake breakfast. Then at 10 o'clock, they're going to do the push-in ceremony. So if you got nothing better to do and you want to throw out your back on a Saturday morning, get out there. I'm just joking about that. But maybe you will. I don't know. But I think they put it in reverse. Kind of just help you along there. Well, maybe not. Who knows? They'll probably be riding the brakes. Get out there and find out. Pancake breakfast, Saturday morning at Station 88. Get to it. All right, moving right along. Oh, then Sunday, Easter Sunday. A great day. Easter Sunday, 4/20, that'd be April 20th. Sunrise service. I haven't got an exact time, but I know it's right around 6 to 6:30 at Wharton's, right there at the Overlook. It's great. My family's been going to it for years. We love it. It's beautiful. That view on Easter morning is really great to see. Yeah, it's a beautiful service. Watching that sunrise come up over the Crystal Range is just magnificent. Then on also later that day, and here's the big one, Easter egg hunt at Memorial Park, kicks off right at 1 o'clock. If you get there at 1:05, if you're late, you've missed it. It's a mad scramble. Kids are punching each other, fighting, scratching and clawing, gouging eyes. Heard the Easter Bunny's going to be there. Get your kids out there, folks. It's a great event. The Volunteer Firemen's Association puts it on every year. It's been going on for eons. Back when Christ was a corporal. Easter Sunday. Remember that. All right. Then, next week, and this is just an upcoming, just kind of what I'm going to keep repeating on our list here. Next Friday is the opening evening for the Little League. Get out there. Starts at 4 o'clock on the 25th of April. Starts at 4 o'clock, goes till 10. We'll introduce all the teams. It'll be at the softball field because that's where the lights are. If there's any wealthy philanthropists out there that want to give us lights for the Little League field, let me know. Anyway, get out there, support your local Little League softball field. Friday, April 25th, Little League ceremony, or opening ceremony for the Little League. Get there. Then, the following Saturday, May 3rd, is the Iowa Hill Chili Cook-Off. Best chili will win. Maybe. Maybe not. You never know. Judges are goofy that way. No, I'm joking. Judges are good. So, 3 gallons of chili. I need more chili cookers. Ken Valencia's entered. Robbie Henry's entered. They say if your chili's, nobody else has been entering yet because they're too scared that Robbie and Ken will beat them because they're that good. And to be totally honest, they're probably right because they are that good. But they said, all you big sissies out there, get out to the Iowa Hill Chili Cook-Off with your chili. They need them. And then you pie cookers. Jenny Vigorino up at Forest Hill Farm, she's entered. Michaela Gadon, she's entered. They say if you're not there, they'll know you're a bunch of big sissies and their pie is the best anyways. I think my wife's going to put in a pie because she doesn't like being called a sissy. She's kind of tough. Moving on. All right, Wildfire Preparedness Day, May 15th at Brewmasters. Again, thank you, big thank you to Kelsey and Ken Kerner for letting us put it on there. I'm going to have some booths set up right there in front of the fire department, going over all the things like, how to harden your home, how to do defensible space, what insurance companies people are using to not get kicked off of their insurance. God's sakes, insurance companies. All that good stuff. Dory Cox helps spearheading that. Linda Salvador, they're doing a great job. Tammy Herzog, you guys are doing great. Keep up the good work. Get out there 5 to 8 p.m. on May 15th. It's a Thursday at Brewmasters. Hoping to see you there. Then, if you're having trouble getting rid of your green waste, Green Waste Day is that following Saturday on May 17th at the PCWA lot behind Volcano Creek logging. Not the actual creek. If you had to go up to Baker Ranch, it'd be a little bit of a mess. Anyway, get up there. It goes from 9 to 3. No sooner, no later. Okay? You can bring a dump trailer. It's great. You can just dump the stuff. And then if you don't dump the stuff, we'll have people helping unload the stuff. Okay? It's great. Just get there. Bring your green waste. We're looking to fill up, 6 green waste bins. So make it happen. All right. Moving right along. Oh, yeah. That's about all we have for our updates this week. But I do have another Bigfoot sighting. People, be aware. On Thomas, at the corner of Sluice Box and Mine Run, giant giant Bigfoot was spotted. Red-haired kind. Big, red, hairy sucker. It was, what's the report here? Was really nice and helped an elderly woman take out the trash. Watch out for those Bigfoot, people. I need to know if you spot them. If you do, call the authorities. That's right. I think I'll get a hold of Zach Dominici. I think he lives down that area. He might know where it's at. Then I'll leave you with this again, folks. Another Robert Francis joke for the ages. This one goes like this. It says, several years ago, Great Britain funded a study to determine why the head of a man's penis was larger than the shaft. After 2 years and a cost of about $1.2 million, the study concluded that the reason of the head of the penis was larger than the shaft was to provide the male with more pleasure during intercourse. After the results were posted, France decided to conduct their own study on the same subject. They were convinced that the British studies were incorrect, and after 3 years of study and $2 million in cost, the French research concluded that the reason the head of a man's penis was larger than the shaft was to give more pleasure to the woman during intercourse. After these results were released, the Australians decided to conduct their own study. And the Aussies really didn't trust the Brits or the French at all. So after 3 hours of intensive research, and at the cost of about $75 and 3 cases of beer, the study was completed. The Aussies concluded that the reason the head of a man's penis was larger than the shaft was to prevent your hand from sliding off and hitting you in the forehead. Everybody, have a great week. Have a good Easter. We'll see you next time.